Now this is an interesting one here, because this is what Lindsey Williams said would be coming sometime in the near future, like a year plus from now. And it says, headline here, Obama making plans to nationalize housing, ? Wednesday, October 26, 2011. What? And this website is called thepostemail.com. Doesn't appear to be any kind of conspiracy website. It just looks like it reports on interesting news, from what I can gather. But I went on to read this, of course, before I decided to do the video, and it's worthy of doing a video. He says, for over a year, I have been warning that the Obama regime plans to use Fannie Mae to nationalize a significant portion of America's real estate market. Today, the putative president announced plans to utilize executive orders to sidestep Congress, usurp the Constitution, and allow the government-owned, it wasn't before, but it has been recently, mortgage giant Fannie Mae to start gobbling up mortgages. Obama's plan will implement sweeping new rules that will allow the nationalized mortgage behemoth to refinance mortgages. Now notice all this garbage out of his mouth lately. Hey, and I saw someone posted the Google Trends. You know, you can go to Google Trends and look at the top 10 or 20 hot words people are searching for on the internet at any given time period. You know, right now, what's the hot words? And the number one word was, I forgot the phrase now because this was a couple days ago, but whatever Obama's thing was, you know, mortgage refinance such and such plan or whatever. Number one keyword. Everyone, I got to get out. I'm upside down on my mortgage. I need help. They're not cutting down what you owe on the house. Your house will still be deeply underwater, deeply undervalued, but what they will do for you is extend the payments for you. You'll continue paying that off. You will still have interest. They may lower the interest even, but you're damn sure going to have interest, and you are damn sure going to pay off the exact amount regardless of what the house is worth. Whereas normally you would dump a junky asset, let it revalue itself, whoever owns it, and takes it for the depreciated value, and then things start back over. Well, anyways, I just want to bring that up to you for now. So let me just continue reading this because it covers what I'm going to be talking about. Once Fannie Mae owns the mortgage, there's nothing to stop the Obama regime, from using the Making Home Affordable plan, that was that plan by the way, to allow people to exit their mortgages with $3,000 in hand, then have Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac purchase the home and rent it back to them for pennies on the dollar. Now either this person, Todd Kinsey, which is from toddkinsey.com, I guess where this guy got the original article from. Either this guy knows Lindsey Williams or listens to Lindsey Williams and decided to just write up this article today, or he's just looking at what Obama's saying, what he's doing, what the facts are with Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae, seeing what they just said now with these sweeping new rule changes he wants to do, and putting two and two together. I don't think this guy, the chances of him knowing and listening to Lindsey Williams and then writing an article as if it's fact, are probably slim to none, like absolutely none. So therefore the other option is what's probably relevant here. It's probably the money, not the money shot, but the hitting the nail on the head. It is putting two and two together, and by chance, it's exactly what Lindsey Williams said would be happening. This is exactly what he said. He just got done saying it. A matter of days ago, as he always says, a matter of days ago, I spoke with my elite friend, right? Well, a matter of days ago, Lindsey Williams said they're going to be buying up all the mortgages. They'll own them all, one way or another. Not necessarily buying them. They will own them through the Federal Reserve's TARP money, all the money they've got. They'll give it to Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae. And as Lindsey Williams said, you will be making what amounts to rent or lease to them. You think you own the house because, well, it's still my house and I'm refinancing through them. But ultimately, you are paying them rent or lease money is how that would really work out. So, He says, together, Fannie and Freddie own more than half of America's. Let me start. Did you not catch that? Together, both Fannie and Freddie, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, own more than half of the $12 trillion in outstanding mortgage balances, the majority of which are subprime loans. Now, if half of America's loans are owned now by Freddie and Fannie, and the majority of those loans are subprime loans, that means there was one heck of a lot of subprime loans being given out back in the day, which you would clearly can see the fraud and the treason, you could really say, being committed on people. I don't know, maybe treason is not the right word, but if you have a gas can, again, my 1000th example, and you start dousing something with the gas, and then you pull out a lighter and you start striking it and getting closer to where you just doused, before that takes the spark, ignites it into a fire, one looking at that could clearly put all those pieces of the puzzle together, put 2 and 2 together, and determine probably about halfway through, maybe a little more than halfway through, what this person is doing, what their intentions are, and what the ultimate outcome is going to be. So if you use the same logic, the same critical thinking, which in this country and a lot of the world, as a matter of fact, sheeple, don't have anymore, if you're capable of critical thinking, you could say, very validly say, I wonder if they created these subprime mortgages in the first place, and Congress, Barney Frank and all them, we make housing affordable plan, let's push that through, right? Everyone's approved. Come on down, be sitting behind the wheel before 10 a.m. today, folks, and you'll be sitting by, everyone's approved to your new car. Well, guess what? Everyone's approved to a new home. Got a job? Yes or no? Just say yes. You got income? If it's not that much, just say it is. You're approved. We won't even look into it. That is illegal, by the way, for any financial institution to give a loan without doing the proper due diligence. It's illegal. It is null and void if they didn't do that. You're not going to learn that from anybody. But you better find out yourself, because if you're in trouble in your house, you do have grounds to stand and fight against it. But anyways, let me just go ahead and continue reading this. I get off on these little side things, and it's hard to rein me back in sometimes. So, beginning with the Clinton administration and continuing with the Bush administration, right? Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican, and now back to Democrat. Don't give me that nonsense. Oh, the Democrats, the Republicans, nonsense. They're both on the same team. Don't be a freaking bozo. Both the Bush administration and the Clinton administration, the federal government forced lending institutions to issue subprime loans to those that would not normally qualify for a mortgage. Well, you should know you can't afford those things. You're the one that's at fault. The government forced the lending institutions, of course on purpose, to do this. So if they did it on purpose, and they created these subprimes and then told everybody, lend out the money. We'll back it, we'll do whatever we have to do, lend out the freaking money. I don't care if they're approved or not. Well, okay, the boss said, the boss says so, let's go ahead and lend out the money. Again, if you could use critical thinking, you would see, it looks like we're setting this up to fail from the beginning. On purpose. I mean, clearly. If you're going to give everybody a loan without looking into their background, of his job history, pay, etc., credit scores even, then clearly they're doing something on purpose with an agenda. Now, at the time, you might try to figure out, well, what's the ultimate agenda? I don't know, but clearly they're doing something they shouldn't be doing. We'll just have to wait and find out. Well, now we're at that end part where we can wait and find out. We already see it now, and I'm reading it to you right now. You're going to be paying money. Those of you who aren't awake and don't know how to fight your mortgage and fight these crooks, they'll get your house. All the millions and millions of people who have already walked away, foreclosure's already done, you can't fight in court, you didn't respond to the lawsuit in time / foreclosure notice, you're done, you don't stand a leg. You don't have a leg to stand on, excuse me. So, those are all sitting over there, Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, hey, we'll get these houses out there, but you're going to end up paying them, as Lindsey Williams said, you are going to end up paying them what amounts to rent. You will be paying for your own house that you used to own, You may have paid 15 years on it, 20 years on it, 25 years on it, 28 years on it, 29 years on it. 1 year left, 30-year mortgage. Yes, we own our house next year. And then this fiasco happens. 2008, 2009, job losses, everything, credit goes to crap, your arm rate goes up. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Well, just down on my luck. It's my fault. I'll just have to walk away from the house, even though I've got 1 year left. And whatever amount I've paid on the house, I've actually paid 3 times that amount. The original amount I got in the loan, I've already paid 3 times that amount. And I have 1 year left to pay it off, which amounts to a few $1,000s, basically several $1,000s. You've already paid, you know, $300,000 for a $100,000 house, by the way. But, you know, just down on my luck. Oh, well, it's one of those things. I can't blame nobody but myself. And then they walk away. Banks get it back. Freddie and Fannie Mae end up with it. Hey, we'll sell this thing out, or excuse me, we'll rent this out to someone. Affordable housing. This is it right here. So, that's all I got for you on this video. I'm not going to read the rest of this. I don't need to. And I may do one more video. I'm not sure yet. Have a nice night.